Hey guys, so I wanted to follow up and build upon the video that I did previously just before I start this one. This one is going to be about Christianity and critics. How do people react to your Christian lifestyle? I'm talking about the Christians that actually walk in their faith every day and make an effort to consciously strive to be a better person, following their Bible. Seriously, if you're a sometime-ish Christian or you're an atheist, then this probably doesn't apply to you unless you want it to. So I'm not talking to the people that have just subscribed for hair videos. You don't have to watch this, guys. I know that I have an audience for these faith videos, and from the good response that I had from my other video, I've decided to just constantly make this video touch souls, and I know that someone is hearing me, so thank you very much and God bless you. Following up on my other video about spending more time with God, I really feel it's really important to be spending time with the Lord, because this world is going to pass away. We're going to leave this world one day. But if you call yourself a Christian, you really need to spend time with the Lord. Now, I kept my promise. I've been reading my Bible every day and I fast once a week, and I just thank my friends so much for supporting me. We both fast on the same day and then we talk about it, and we talk about what food we broke our fast with, and it's really helpful to walk with a friend that's on the same level as you in terms of strengthening their spirit and getting closer to the Lord. So I thank you guys for the positive feedback on my other video, and some of you told me it was such a timely message for you. Please don't forget to spend time with the Lord. Strengthen your spirit, strengthen your soul. Think about what's important, because yes, we have jobs, we have lives, we have marriages, we have children, we have friends, we have all these things going on in our lives. But if we can't just take out even an hour of our day or 2 hours of our day and actually do something for the Lord, then what's the point? What's the point of even calling ourselves Christians? So the basis of our faith is to spend time with the Lord, reading the Bible, praying, building a relationship with Jesus. So please, guys, really think about the way you structure your life and just try and spend time with the Lord. I notice that if I'm not studying or working, if I'm at home, most of the time I'm on YouTube. That's what I spend a lot of my time doing. So I had to really just go through my subscription list and unfollow a lot of people, because actually some of the things that I was watching were very distracting and very worldly. I don't know, certain things you watch, there's certain influences around you that just distract you. So I think it's really important to just cut all ties sometimes. Sometimes, like, you don't have a problem with the person, but you just have to really refocus your mind. So yeah, I just thank you for all the positive feedback, and I'm going to continue doing these videos because, yes, I love doing hair videos, but this is actually like my whole life. It's very important to me. So let me just get to the topic of the video: Christianity and critics. Now, I have received quite a few comments, especially since I started to really up my walk in faith, and I started just taking it a lot more seriously and really just being, just striving to get close to the Lord and, eradicating certain things from my life. I'm going to draw upon 2 or 3 comments that I've received, and then I'm just going to break it down. But before I do that, please let's take our Bibles. Luke chapter 17 verses 15. He said to them, "You are the ones who justify yourselves in the eyes of men, but God knows your hearts. What is highly valued among men is detestable in God's sight." So that's just basically talking about how the world views things and how God views things. So I feel that that's very important to me. So first of all, I was talking to someone and I was talking to them about how I'm not the type of Christian, like just a Sunday Christian. I actually try and strive and take my faith seriously. And the person responded and said, "That means that you have a restricted life." And then I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean I have a restricted life? Because the way I feel about that statement is that that person is actually deciding to live in sin. Because the thing is, we all sin, right? But we actively want to stamp out sin and repent. And we definitely want to stop. We want to follow all the commandments and stop those things that we say how can I put this? Stop those things which we know that we can stop, but we just need our spirit strengthened to do so. For example, fornication is something that we can stop. We just need people will act like, oh, I can't stop doing this thing, I can't stop fornicating, but you can. You can, because in all things, through Christ who strengthened you, you can stop what you're doing. I'm not saying that we as Christians don't do anything wrong, but the whole point of being a Christian is coming back to the Lord, repenting, and finding ways to stop doing it. I was thinking to myself about that statement. I feel like the only person that's restricting themselves is the person that doesn't want to stop living a wild lifestyle and just tame themselves and respectfully follow the Bible, because they're restricting themselves for all the blessings that God has for them. That's the way I see it. And when I told the person to explain exactly what they meant, they couldn't explain it to me at all. So I just said, okay. I told them what I felt about the whole, I feel like they're restricting themselves, and I just left it. I also, when it comes to being a Christian, there's certain things that you just stop doing, or certain things that you just wouldn't go there because of your beliefs. For example, I used to go to the club, I used to drink alcohol, and I'm not saying that alcohol is bad because Jesus himself drank wine, but I've just decided that I'm going to stop drinking because I don't see what it adds to my life. So I just decided to stop drinking. I decided to stop clubbing. Like, certain things I just would not do anymore. So, like, when it comes to dressing, and this is definitely to do with the way I've been raised. Like, even up till now, my mom won't let me leave the house with a skirt that's like above the knee. It has to touch the knee. So me and my colleague were talking about the way women are dressing this summer, and I've had this conversation with many people, including my mother, and how even young children actually are wearing shorts showing their bum cheeks, short, tiny shorts, like really exposing their legs and everything like that. And I'm not saying I don't show leg, because I do show leg, but I just don't show that much leg. I'm not going to wear an abaya because I'm a Christian. I'm not that extreme, but I just definitely believe in dressing modestly, and I just try to follow what it says in the Bible. I'm not perfect, but I just try my best. And I've really been noticing, actually, let me just say that young children are just giving sex offenders a field day. And I say this because I work with offenders, so that's why I'm drawing upon offenders. Because they're with their parents and all that, and I know they're with parents, but they're just showing a lot of skin, and I just feel it's wrong. I truly feel it's wrong, but each to their own. I'm not going to say anything to anyone, that's their own, that's their children, whatever. But you just need to be careful. I'm not saying dress them up in a bin bag and cover their whole body, but young child doesn't need to be showing that much skin. And I've seen even like some of the bum hanging out, like the very bottom, and it's just like, really? But anyway, I was talking to my colleague about the way women dress, and I said to him that like I would wear something that covers the most of my body. And his first response was an extreme response, and he was like, oh, are you going to wear skirts like the grandma, like the granny skirts that touch the foot? And I said to him, do you have to be so extreme? There is an in-between, you know. So I was just telling, you guys know how I dress. If you follow me on Instagram, you know how I dress. It's kind of, I have like a classy, sophisticated, casual style. So that's just my style. And yeah, I just wanted to draw upon that because, I don't know, like when you're a true Christian, there's just certain things that you wouldn't wear. Conviction, sorry. When you start to follow Christ, you start to feel convicted. Certain things that you do. You start to question whether it's right. You start to take out your Bible and say, oh, is this really right? Should I really be doing this? And I think I felt the spirit of conviction when it came to my modelling. I used to model, and I really felt that there was a missing gap for dark-skinned girls in the modelling industry. And the dark-skinned girls that I did see were either like very skinny supermodels, or the ones that would have to like show a lot of skin to actually get the jobs. And that's what I've noticed. So when it came to me, I was just a model that I wanted to do beauty modeling, which is face modeling. But for me, it just didn't work out. And I found that because I wasn't showing enough skin, I wasn't really getting noticed. So I just thought, what's the point? I don't want to become someone that's insecure. And I don't want to become someone that ends up, God forbid though, I don't want to be someone that's insecure and ends up getting plastic surgery because I feel like I don't fit into standards. I want someone to be able to accept me for who I am. So I stopped modeling and I started to think, well, would God really want me to do this anyway? Like, does it say anywhere in the Bible? Like, I know this sounds crazy, but I just started to feel like, what am I doing? What am I really doing? This is all image based. This is all based on the way I look. And I know I enjoy taking pictures. I always have. I appreciate the way God's created me, but I just started to feel convicted and I thought I could be doing something a lot better with my time. So I stopped modeling. Sometimes people would just like try and like make a mockery out of your faith and make you feel like you're weird for not trying to do as the others are doing. And in the end, he agreed with me, but I just felt like it's like the typical male response, like, you know, if you're not showing skin, then, oh, are you going to be dressing like a granny kind of thing? But it's not that I'm offended by these comments, but I just wanted to draw upon them and just really just dissect them and just say that people are so used to just following things just for the sake of following them. But if you really know what you stand for and you really stand for something, if you stand for Jesus, then you won't fall for anything or anyone. I was going to like a colleague dinner kind of thing. I think someone was leaving. And I received a compliment from one of my colleagues and they said to me, "You look really nice." And I was like, "Thank you." And I just feel like someone there was just trying to bring me down and try to make me feel ashamed of my beliefs. And that's the way I felt, by the way, okay? It's from the way that they said it. And when you have a spirit of the Lord, when you're following Christ and your heart is clean and you're not doing anything to directly hurt anyone, you're just being as honest as you can, your spirit gets strengthened and you can kind of, you have a good spirit of discernment. You're able to tell things, not like you're like a perfect genius, but you're just able to have a good spirit of discernment. So after that compliment, another lady said to me in a kind of mocking way, "Oh, she looks like she's going to church, doesn't she?" Like, and then she was laughing and she was like, "Don't you think?" And then I said to her, "Oh, is that a bad thing?" And then she didn't say anything, and I asked her again, "What is that a bad thing?" And then she just kept quiet after that, and I was just like, okay then. I thought we were having a conversation. But yeah, that's how I dress. I dress kind of like, yeah, you could say I dress quite classy, that you could say that I look like I'm going to church sometimes, and I kind of have my casual days as well. But I'm really proud of the way that I've become, because it took a while for me to get to this stage. Actually, it took a lot of mistake making and a lot of repentance. And you know, sometimes you pray for forgiveness and then you go back to doing the thing that you were praying about. But it takes a while actually to actually become so strong in your faith that you cannot imagine turning your back, and you cannot imagine just looking back or changing the way that you are. It does take some time for some people, and I think I was one of those people that I was raised with the good foundation of going to church and following Christ, but I've only recently in my 20s really strengthened that. And really, but my faith throughout my life has always helped me, and I think that's the only thing that has ever saved me, because I've been in many dangerous situations actually where, you know, I could have lost my life, and I feel like God was like, "This is not your time, so I'm here to save you," kind of thing. And when I think back through all the situations that I've been in, I can just see that God provided all the angels around me to just protect me, and I feel that that's happening in so many people's lives. So guys, that's all I wanted to say, guys. Don't let any comments, any negative comments on your faith or any mockery or anything like that, don't let that, you know, make you feel like you're doing the wrong thing. You're not doing the wrong thing, and all this is in the Bible. People will make you feel like, oh, like she's a bit weird, or that's a bit different, or like they'll just, I don't know, maybe that's just how they're interpreting the world, and there's nothing wrong with people having an opinion. But the thing is, if you spend enough time with God and if you're strong in your faith, you won't feel any insecurities to what you're doing, because you'll just feel like it's the right thing, and you'll feel very confident, and you'll know that there's a reward at the end for you. So that's all I want to say, guys, and I hope this video helped, and I'll be back with some more faith videos soon. I will be doing some hair videos too, but I really think that talking about my faith is helping people, and I've had so much. I've had a very good response rate from these type of videos. So thank you, ladies, for listening. And please do share with me how people have tried to make you feel. And if there's any topics that you want me to draw upon, then you can let me know. But I'm really introverted, so don't expect me to get too personal. I'm just not that kind of girl where I'm going to be telling you all my business. So just, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you, ladies.